Welcome to the Back to the Future's All-Star Game Recap Show. My name is Owen Shadrick. Beside me, as always, is Matt Ferreira. Matt, first of all, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, we just saw a great few days of All-Star festivities here at Dodge Stadium, and we're happy to bring all this content to you.
Yeah, the Futures League All-Star festivities started on Monday night when Jackson Marshall was our home run derby champion. He had 5 home runs in the first round and hit 3 in the second round to take the victory. And then tonight, it was the Futures League All-Star Game. The final score was 9-1 in favor of Rose City, and AJ Soldra was our player of the game from, you guessed it, the Norwich Sea Unicorns.
Yep, and our pitcher of the game, Liam Carroll, also from the Norwich Sea Unicorns. They took home both pitcher and player of the night in their home city.
Yeah, it was a 2 RBI performance from Soldra, who had essentially the game-winning hit, although the score was 9-1 in the second inning. We've got a lot of content coming at you. We've had a lot of interviews that we collected over the last few days. It starts with the commissioner, Joe Paolucci. We are here with the league commissioner, Joe Paolucci, in Norwich. First of all, Joe, how you doing?
Doing good, Owen. Thank you very much.
Good. So first question, All-Star Game in Norwich. What makes Norwich a special place to host this All-Star Game?
Well, I think this year it's their 30th year anniversary of the stadium, so that's number one. Number two, the organization of the year last year. They got a great fan base. Won the championship last year. More importantly, they wanted to host this year, so I think that's a big part of what goes into it. But so far, it's been a great event.
Yeah, what is the process like? What was their bid compared to some of the other bids you might have received?
Yeah, so this year they were the only one really, because I think when Lee Walter, the GM, when he talked about it being the 30th year anniversary, again coming off the championship, it just seemed like a no-brainer. That we have the game here. What is this? They're only their third or fourth year in the league or whatever, but yeah, it just seemed like a perfect fit for this year.
Yeah, and then last night we had the home run derby here. What were your thoughts on that?
Incredible. I mean, it's my favorite thing to watch. Every year that I've been here, I've been down on the field to watch it, and it's just incredible to see how far these guys can hit the ball. And the kid Jackson that won it last night, I mean, see how big he is and how far he hits the baseball. It was just super exciting for me and for all the staff people that were here to watch it, and of course the fans.
Yeah, and a big part of the All-Star Game obviously is seeing all of the talent in the Futures League come together on one field. What's it like to kind of watch that and see these guys be able to show their stuff, especially in front of the scouts? Yeah,
so I mean that's what the All-Star Game is. It's just a showcase for not only the players on the field, but for everybody in the league. Like, this is this kind of the centerpiece of the season for the league, and we were able to get, I think we had 20 scouts registered for Scout Day, and they're all going to be here for the game tonight. So it's a great opportunity for the players and great opportunity for us to showcase the league.
And then speaking of showcasing the league, over 20 guys drafted last week in the MLB draft out of the Futures League. What does that mean to see so many guys that came through the league being now as part of MLB organizations?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it just, Ben, just to talk about Ben Rice real quick, I mean, to see, he won the MVP here during the COVID year, 2020. Got drafted relatively high by the Yankees, and then all of a sudden now he's in their lineup every day and hit 3 home runs against the Red Sox a couple of weeks ago. So that was super exciting. But but to see all these guys drafted year over year just means how much the league has grown since 2011. And every year to see the draft and to see the number of draftees that Josh promotes out and shows us how we're doing, it's just it's amazing to see every year.
Yeah, and the All-Star Game means that we're very, very close to the end of the season and the playoffs. What are you looking forward to most for the rest of the season?
No problems. Just looking for a nice, clean ending to the season and good competition, and looking forward to the playoffs.
Yeah, Commissioner, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you to Commissioner Joe Paolucci for joining us. He had a lot of great things to say about the Sea Unicorns organization, who deserve it. This was a great week of All-Star festivities. Next up, we talk to our home run derby champion. It's Jackson Marshall. We are honored to welcome on our next guest on Back to the Future. He is the winner of the home run derby. It's Jackson Marshall. Jackson, first of all, how you feeling after winning the derby?
I mean, I'm feeling great. It's been great. I like it. Yeah.
And what was your approach going into this home run derby?
I knew I had to go pull side because the field is like 500 feet. But as soon as I started going pull side, it went well. So, yeah.
And we saw you have a few line drives, a little bit of topspin that fell just short of the fence. How did you go about adjusting your swing to get them out?
I started aiming at the bottom half of the ball more instead of trying to hit upwards. I don't know. It was a little different, but in my head I was thinking like bottom of the ball.
Yeah, and Elliot mentioned it in your interview before. This is your first time in the Futures League and Futures League All-Star Game. What is your kind of first impressions?
This is great. I mean, I'm thinking I'm going to come back here and watch the All-Star Game tomorrow, too, so that'll be sick.
What are you looking forward to most about that?
Seeing my kids on my team play. I mean, they've all been great to me, so I can't wait to come support them tomorrow.
And you had a nice little fan section up there with the Worcester Bravehearts family. What was that like?
All the camera people and people that work for us came, and yeah, it felt great to have them here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And final question for you: what are you guys hoping to accomplish for the rest of the year? You're right there at the top of the standings. How do you guys finish it out?
I hope we can get to the playoffs. We just need to win out a little bit, get a few wins here and there, and then we should be okay. But if we just keep winning, that'll be great.
Jackson Marshall is your 2024 Futures League Home Run Derby champion. Jackson, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you to Jackson for joining us after he was crowned the Home Run Derby champion. It is tough to hit a home run at the stadium. It is very, very far on the wings, but they pulled the ball and it worked because he hit just enough home runs to win the Derby. Next up, we talk to the coaches from both teams, and it starts with the coach of Rose City. It's Kevin Murphy. We are here with the manager of the Rose City team here in the All-Star Game, Kevin Murphy. Coach, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good, man. First question, what's it like to be home hosting the All-Star Game?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's good to be back in Norwich. There's no place like home here. Like, the field's obviously awesome, and it's like a true baseball game at Dot, obviously. You see with the Derby, like, ball doesn't travel too well, but we're having a good time, and it's great to have everybody here. Getty, Dion, like, Fig couldn't make it tonight, but it's good to see all, like, the other assistants here. It's awesome for the league, so.
Yeah, and you are the head coach. What's your approach tonight? How are you planning on managing this game?
I mean, I feel like we got the better team. I feel like the roster's kind of stacked. We got Westfield, I think, has the better lineup in the league, and we got 4 of their guys starting, and then we've written Rakes, and we have, like, a Vasco on the bench. So, I don't know. I think we should be all right swinging the sticks, but who knows?
You just talked about New Britain and Westfield. Those are the teams that you guys are on top of right now. You're in first place in the league. How are you planning on managing the rest of the year, trying to go back-to-back?
I mean, it's going to be tough, right? Like, there's a lot of talented players in this league. Like, it's baseball at the end of the day. Like, going forward, just playing our game, playing clean baseball.
A fun rest of the year and a fun night tonight, Kevin. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you to Coach Kevin Murphy for the amazing interview. Now going on to the Team 3 Riverside, here's Coach Matt Fincher. I'm Matt Ferreira down here on the field with head coach Matt Fincher. Coach, how are you doing?
Doing fine, thanks.
How does it feel to be the head coach of the Three Rivers team?
Well, I got selected because of last year, so I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm enjoying it, and you know, we've got a rotation for the guys and got all that set up for them. So, you know, hopefully everybody's going to have a good time. I mean, yeah.
What's your approach tonight? Are you letting the players have fun, or are you really trying to win this game?
Well, we've got a lineup, we've got a rotation set, we got our pitchers lined up, and yeah, we're trying to win. But yeah, there are no signs, there's nothing. They're just playing. It's their day, and that's the way we're going to treat it.
And you have a lot of Vermont guys on this roster. How does it feel to see some of your own on this team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all proud, the various organizations, we're all proud of the players from our team that made the All-Star team. I know the guys from the Lake Monsters that are on the team, they're real proud that they were able to make the team. So, you know, hopefully they'll perform well.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, Paul.
Hold on. We'll get right back to the Futures. But first, we want to share a message from our friends at 78 Sports. Do you have kids playing baseball or softball? We all know that practice time is limited, especially here in New England. Not to mention the cost of lessons and cage time can add up quickly. Save yourself some time and money by giving your kids what they need to work on their game at home. Our friends at 78 Sports can help you put together the perfect at-home training setup. Whether you want to start small with just a tee and hitting net, or are looking for a full cage setup with turf and a pitching machine, they have you covered. The team at 78 Sports has designed and installed hundreds of home and commercial sports training facilities, so let them help you plan the perfect setup for your space. Visit 78 Sports website at 78sports.com. That's SEVENTY, the number 8, sports.com. SEVENTY, the number 8, sports.com. Now back to your regular scheduled programming.
Thank you, Coach Fincher, for joining us. He said he was selected, but he earned it last year when the Lake Monsters made it to the championship game. Great to talk to him. Now we have the May-June Pitcher of the Month who started the All-Star game for Team Rose City. Here's Brady Stewart. We are here with Brady Stewart after he just pitched the first inning of the All-Star game. Brady, what was it like being out there for the start of this game?
I mean, it's pretty cool. It's an honor to be able to start the game, obviously. Just try to go out there, fill it up, make it quick, hopefully bring our guys in, maybe put some runs up. Who knows, but it's a pretty cool feeling, to be honest.
Yeah, talk about make it quick. That was maybe 7 pitches that you just threw in a 1-2-3 inning. What is it like to get that efficiency, especially in the All-Star game, even though you've been doing that all year?
It's huge because I'm supposed to start in a couple days, so save a couple of bullets. But, I mean, it's the same thing, right? It's baseball. I try to attack the zone, throw strikes. But it's pretty cool to be out here, to be honest, with all the best guys in the league. So.
Yeah, talk a little bit more about that. What's it been like, this atmosphere here in Norwich, being here with the best of the best in the league?
It's cool. I mean, obviously you're not teammates with them, so you're meeting new people, creating new relationships, new connections or whatever, meeting some guys that maybe you know from other people. But it's pretty cool seeing everybody here at one time, just competing and having fun, because that's what it's all about.
And now that your All-Star experience is coming to an end, you've got the Bravehearts lurking in that playoff picture. What do you guys got to do to take home a championship?
Just play how we know to play, play the game the right way. And just go out there and grind every day. You're not gonna, you can't control the outcome all the time, but you can control how you play, how hard, how much effort you put in. So it's all about playing the game the right way, and the results will come.
Yeah, man. Starter of Rose City, Brady Stewart, after he had a 1-2-3 first.
Awesome.
Thank you to Brady. A great inning on the mound tonight. Now we're going to move to Team 3 Rivers starter, Vermont Lake Monsters, Wyatt Cameron. And I am down here in the dugout with Wyatt Cameron after he just completed his half of the first inning. Wyatt, how'd you feel out there?
It felt good. It was really cool to be out there and just see all the fans and kind of face the kids in the league that have been doing really well this summer. So congrats to them and everyone that's made it here. That was a lot of fun. I had a blast.
And you are a repeat All-Star. How does it feel being here for the second time?
It feels really good, actually. It's a cool ballpark to play at. Just a lot of fun. I mean, they're always a lot of fun. It's nice to meet all the new guys and kind of play with them, see how they play the game. So it's been a lot of fun the last couple of years.
And you talked about fun there. What has been your favorite part of the All-Star festivities so far?
So far today, meeting everybody and kind of just learning their game, having fun with them, just learning who they are and how they play the game. I love to figure out who everyone is, how they play the game, what they do to prepare themselves. So it's kind of cool to just learn some new stuff.
And you are down here with your head coach of the Vermont Lake Monsters, Matt Fincher, being your head coach here for the All-Star game. How does it feel knowing that your head coach is down here with you, behind you?
It's really cool to have Coach Finch here. It's just I love playing for him. He's a different guy, but he's a funny different guy, and he likes to have fun. But he's a stricter baseball coach, I would say. You get better when you come play for him. So I don't know. I love it. He's such a fun guy.
And you guys are in the midst of a tight playoff race. What do the Lake Monsters have to do for the rest of the season to go out and win a championship?
We just have to play hard, trust our game, and not make small mistakes. We've been making small mistakes lately, and when we make a small mistake, the teams in this league seem to capitalize on them. So if we can minimize those, I think we'll be just fine.
Thank you, Wyatt, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Before we return to Back to the Futures, we want to share a message from our friends at Zorian Bat Company. Rob Zorian started the company, Zorian Bat Company, in 2003, literally out of the trunk of his gold car in Davie, Florida. Within 2 years, he was selling the wood bat line to the MLB and continues to manufacture the highest grade wood bats for the Little League all the way up to the majors. Rob Zorian, founder and president of Zorian, says, "I started this company in 2003 to service all baseball players in the United States and beyond, and after 19 years, our mission has not changed. We are excited to have the opportunity to work with the Futures League and wish all of the players and coaches a healthy and successful season ahead." For more information about Zorian, visit their website at zorianbats.com. Zorian, America's baseball brand. Now, back to the Futures.
Thank you to Wyatt, who's always been a great interview for us. We really appreciate him taking the time just after his start to join us. Next up, we've got some player interviews, and it starts on the Rose City side with Westfield Starfire's Trey Cruz. We are here with Trey Cruz of the Westfield Starfires after he just had his first at-bat here in the All-Star game. Trey, how did it feel to be out there?
It's a good day, honestly. Shout out to all these guys who worked hard all season, played well, but it's a lot of fun for sure. I'm ready for the next one already, honestly. Can't wait.
So what's that like being here with all these guys who are the best of the best in the Futures League this year?
Honestly, it's a blessing. You know, all of us kind of work hard all year round with our schools in the off season, and sometimes it doesn't go our way, and these little victories really help.
Yeah. Yesterday you participated in the Home Run Derby. Came up a little bit short, but what was it like being part of that?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. It was like a workout. I was exhausted after, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This is honestly the best summer.
Yeah, and you guys are right on the nick of first place in the Futures League. What do you guys have to do to bring a championship back to Westfield?
Let's forget about our record and let's just do what we can and give 110%. Let's play our brand of baseball and we're going to do well.
That Bullens Magic's going to come alive in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Shout out Billy Bullens.
Trey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to Trey Cruz, an amazing ball player, and played a great game tonight. Moving on to the Three Rivers side, here we have Nashua's Tommy Allard. In the dugout here with Tommy Allers of the Nashua Silver Knights. Tommy, what was your approach going into your at-bats during the All-Star game?
Honestly, I'm just trying to come out here and have fun, you know. I'm playing with the best of the best in the league, and since I'm here, I got to be one of them, so I just got to try to have fun while I'm here, you know.
And the Nashua Silver Knights had a lot of All-Stars. How does it feel to be on the same team in the All-Star game as many of your guys?
It's great to be with a bunch of the guys again, you know. Familiar faces always makes it easier, so it's a great feeling.
And you're among the best of the best here in the Futures League. Have you had a chance to pick any of their brains and try to learn more about your game?
I mean, yes and no, kind of. Like, we talk about it, but not in a serious way. We're more just here trying to have fun. Like, we talk about it a little bit, but it's not really that serious when we get into that kind of stuff.
And what has been your favorite part of the All-Star Game festivities so far?
Honestly, watching the Home Run Derby the other day was pretty cool. It was good to see some of the big hosses get after it, so I'm glad I got to see that.
And Nashua is in the midst of a playoff race. What do they have to do to open the gates to the playoffs?
We got to win out. We got to go out there and do what we know how to do and win a ball game.
Thank you for your time.
Awesome. Anytime.
Thank you to Tommy Allers. He had a stolen base and then got thrown out trying to stretch it to another stolen base, but he had a great game nonetheless. Now, what you've all been waiting for, our on-field interview with the MVP and player of the game, AJ Soldra. We are here with AJ Soldra, who is the player of the game for the 2024 Futures League All-Star Game. AJ, you're also the winning run despite the very lopsided score. How did you feel when you hit that RBI double in the second?
It felt great. It was a really competitive at-bat. I mean, coming into tonight, all the pitchers you're facing are really talented. So got to a full count and kind of hit it really hard, and it was really close to the line, but it stayed fair, and that feeling was great because, you know, it was just a tough battle.
And you're holding that award. You are the player of the game for the All-Star Game. What does it mean to do that, especially in front of this home crowd?
Oh, it means absolutely everything here. This crowd is amazing. They have been all year, and they're going to continue to be. But especially on a day like tonight, so many talented players on the field, it was a really good experience.
And we've officially wrapped up our All-Star festivities, but what are you taking from this weekend?
Just kind of getting to know the players on every team all year. There's a lot of guys that you know from college, but all year you're playing against each other. You get to meet your teammates here, and it's just a great group of guys. So I'm really excited to compete with them for the rest of the year.
AJ Soldra is your player of the game for the All-Star Game. AJ, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to AJ and to everyone who joined us for interviews. Matt, what an incredible 2 days this was.
It was an amazing event. I wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else on a Monday, Tuesday night. Norwich, you did it again.
Norwich, you did it again. We look forward to the next All-Star Game and the next coming weeks in the Futures League. It's going to be a great few weeks of content. The playoffs are coming up. A new champion will be crowned, or maybe Norwich will go back-to-back. We'll see. As always, you can find Back to the Futures on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube. That's it for us. We'll see you guys soon.